This is a session on how to be an effective assistant in the classroom. We are going to talk about 7 responsibilities for the assistant: engaging with the children, checking the attendance, helping with the discipline, helping with the snack, being available and willing, helping kids get to their parents if they haven't been picked up in a timely fashion, and following children out of the room to safety areas. First, let's talk about engaging the child. When a child comes into the classroom, the child can be a little bit scared or intimidated on occasion, and you can help alleviate the child's fears by giving a warm welcome. Go over and play with them, play in the corner of the room until the teacher's ready, or participate in a warm-up activity that maybe the teacher has established. Get involved with the kids as much as possible. It's also important to learn how to have a conversation with kids. If you're working with younger children, here are a few sample questions that you can use to talk with them. So, what's your favorite toy or game at your house? What do you like to do outside? What do you like to do in class? If you're working with older children, you can ask, what do you like to do on Saturdays or after school? What do you like about school? What is something you like to do at church? What is something you like to do with your family? Then we want to talk about checking the attendance. Parents check their children in at the check-in kiosks as they arrive to church. You want to make sure that all your children are checked in, and you know that by whether or not they have the Kid Check name tag on their garment. You want to review the roster once the Kid Check register has dropped it off at your classroom. You want to make sure that the list matches the kids in your room. If there are students on the list that are not present, then cross those names off. And vice versa, if you have students in the classroom but are not on the list, add their names. Then we want to talk about helping with the discipline. Sometimes it means sitting with a disruptive child, or whispering an encouraging word. Remind children of what the rules are. They shouldn't be climbing on furniture. They shouldn't be on the shelves or on heat register. They should keep their hands to themselves. Raising hands when they want to talk is important, as well as not talking when someone else is talking. Reviewing the rules often is important to help maintain order in the classroom. Sometimes it will mean that you'll need to remove the child from the group and take them to another part of the classroom. Never, however, grab a child by the arms. Be very careful when you're using physical force. In fact, no physical force should be really used. If you're really having difficulty, call the supervisor for further assistance. You should know where the phone numbers are for the supervisor on duty in the classroom before you need it. Helping with the discipline is an extremely important role that you play in assisting the teacher so that the teacher can continue to teach the lesson. Another area is helping with snack. The first thing you should do is make sure that you clean off the table with a disinfectant wipe. Also, there should be in your room a posted allergy list. You want to check that list, and also check closely the name tags of the children to see if there is something new that's been added before you serve the snack. Then you want to wash your own hands and make sure the kids' hands are washed either with a bacterial wipe or sanitizer as they are provided in your classroom. Then you want to serve the crackers and juice. There are refrigerators in room 6 and 7 for the juice, and the crackers are stored in the wooden cabinet just beneath the fridge in room 6, and in the filing cabinet, the top drawer on the left side of the closet in room 7. When the snack is finished, you want to clean up by placing the napkins and cups in the waste paper basket and return the crackers and juice to their proper homes. Then, use a disinfectant wipe to clean the table. Also, just being willing and available to assist the teacher as needed is very helpful. Maybe it's passing out papers, encouraging a child to follow directions, helping with a learning activity, reading a part in a skit. These are all samples of what it means to be willing and available. Sometimes you will need to assist the teacher by taking children to parents when the children have not been picked up in a timely fashion. But first, let's talk about how you properly release children. No child should be released to a parent or guardian without the proper receipt from the guardian or parent. You match the code on the receipt with the code that is on the child's name tag. During the 9 o'clock hour, children should be picked up no later than 10:20. If children are still in your classroom after that time, you may want to take them over to 40 Walnut or locate the parent in the Welcome Center. If it's the second hour, that is the 10:45 hour, all children should be picked up no later than 12:05. The likely locations of finding parents would be either the sanctuary or in one of the hallways, or again in the Welcome Center. Finally, let's talk about the fire drill, or I should say just the evacuation. You need to know your routes. There are 2 routes available to you to get kids out of the classroom and out of the building: the blue route and the red route. Make sure you or the teacher have the kid check roster, and you are to be at the rear of the line, a single file line, as you exit the building. Now let's quickly review the responsibilities once more. You want to engage the child as they enter the room, befriend them, get to know them, converse with them. Check the attendance, make sure that all children are properly checked in, and make sure that your roster is accurate. Help with the discipline of the child so that the teacher is freed up to teach the lesson. Help with the snack. Be available and willing to assist the teacher as needed. Help take kids to parents that haven't been picked up in a timely fashion. And follow children out of the room to safety areas when evacuating the building. Reviewing these responsibilities often will make you a better and more effective assistant to the teacher in the classroom. Thank you.